United is one of the few teams that managed to beat Manchester City last season. Do you think it's about time they can compete with City United?
But City is a very special team, and to win the treble as they did last season takes something very special. Not only do you have to be, a fantastic team, you also have to be a little bit lucky, and everything fell in the right direction for Man City. They played some extraordinary football with some extraordinary performances from individuals in the team. I think one of the, for me, probably the best player in the Premier League last season was Gundogan. He's now not there anymore. I don't think they have replaced him. I don't think they can replace him, to be honest. He's that good. So Kovacic that's the only player that's come into midfield. And of course, Riyad Mahrez has left as well, which, he was top scorer in the FA Cup, played a lot of games in the Premier League, an absolute unique player. And I think the four players they had, Silva, Mahrez, Grealish and Foden, made Man City very difficult to play against because you didn't know who was playing, and the options that Pep had from the bench were just extraordinary. So he's not been replaced either. Pep is not someone who just lets players go if they're good enough. So he might have something, obviously. He might have some youngsters coming through. We don't know that. But the really important thing as far as Manchester United is concerned, when it comes to try to close that gap, is to match what they have. So if you start from the back, he's now matched in terms of playing wise with the goalkeeper. So I would say Onana is equally as good as Ederson with the feet playing. Of course, it's Manchester United. Can he do it at Manchester United? It's a lot of pressure, everybody's watching. A lot of people are watching Inter, a lot of people are watching Ajax, but everyone's watching Man United. So what happens if he makes a mistake? Will that affect him? Is he strong enough to get through that? That's something we have to wait to see, and hopefully he won't make mistakes. In terms of how you continue to match your competition I still think we need a centre half. That's a personal opinion I have. Midfield, yes, absolutely, we've matched them. For wingers, yes, I think we're with Garnacho, with Sancho and Anthony, and even having the option of Bruno playing in one of those positions, Rashford playing in it. Yes, absolutely matched them. And then it comes to Haaland, Have we matched them? I don't know. But I'm very optimistic for how it is and what we've done. I think Erik ten Hag's first season was very challenging. When he first came in, there's a lot of cleaning up to do, and he did that very well. Then, of course, the situation with Ronaldo. How do you deal with that? And I don't think he could have done any better than what he did. So he dealt with that situation, he dealt with the player. He also sent massive messages to the world, and especially to the dressing room, that he was suffering no fools. I'm the boss, I do this. And I think it had an immediate effect on how the team then performed for the rest of the season. So what we have is a man in charge, a proper manager in charge, and we know what direction he wants to take the club. We can see what kind of players he's looking at. So he's looking at what we call Manchester United players. Good, very good players, strong players, but also exciting players. Players that we can sit and watch. And even if we might lose a game, we'll come back with something because we'll watch this guy play. So the history of Manchester United is incredible, because once you step through the door and you speak to people who've been following Manchester United for all of their life, they talk about, well, I was there when George Best did this, and that really means something to Manchester United supporters. The players, the style of players they have, the type of players. And he signed them, they're there. I think Garnacho is someone we can really look forward to in the next couple of years. So back to your question, have we matched them? I don't know, but I'm hoping that we've closed some of the gap.
Terima kasih sudah menonton. Silakan subscribe, like, dan jangan lupa komen di bawah ya Bola Spotter.